This AI resulted from a Google search for climate realism, which is another climate deception from the fossil fuel industry and aligned interests. Climate realism is a philosophy that accepts human-caused warming but argues that limiting it to the EA, or 8 degrees Celsius targets, is no longer feasible. It advocates for a new approach that focuses on preparing for the impacts of a warming world, investing in globally competitive clean technologies, and taking pragmatic action to avoid the most catastrophic consequences, rather than solely focusing on emissions reduction alone. The term is most notably associated with the 2025 Council on Foreign Relations initiative, though other interpretations and critiques exist. Pillars of climate realism prepare for climate impacts. This involves safeguarding national interests by preparing for geopolitical and economic disruption from climate change, investing in resilience, and adapting to new realities like sea level rise and extreme weather events. Invest in clean technology. This focuses on making clean energy technologies, from next generation batteries to nuclear power, globally competitive. The goal is to maintain U.S. leadership in energy and create new markets. Avert catastrophic climate change. This involves using both soft and hard power to curb foreign emissions and advancing the technical readiness for geoengineering to prevent the worst-case scenarios. Contrasting views and criticisms. Adaptation versus mitigation. Some critics argue that climate realism overemphasizes adaptation and downplays or abandons mitigation efforts like reducing fossil fuel use. Disguised denial. Others contend that climate realism is a form of denial disguised as pragmatism. They argue that it ignores the severity of climate impacts and overlooks existing clean solutions, such as renewable energy technologies. Moral argument. A moral argument against this approach is that it fails to acknowledge the suffering that can be prevented by stronger climate action, particularly in vulnerable communities.